Hello YouTube, and in this video I will be teaching you Daytona and an LMP2. This is my first track guide, so if you have any tips, feel free to help me in the comments. But here we go. So on the run up, I'm just gonna let you see the turn one in full speed. So that's turn one. This is on one of my quality laps. This is my fastest quality lap in an IMSA race. Let's see what the time was. It was a 1 minute 37.926. So let's go more in detail here in turn one. So you want to brake right at the start of this white strip of paint. You want to be all the way up against this wall, going in. So you want to go all the way up against this wall, brake there, stay straight. You really want to turn in late and use all this pavement. Now I start turning in. Let's see where I start turning in. Wait, no, that's the wrong button. There's not really a good marker for when I start turning in, but maybe like like right before the grass starts on the inside, but you can't see that on a single monitor. So you just turn in late, like really late. And wait, no, that's the wrong button. Oh, I keep on hitting the wrong button here.
2 liters
So
remaining.
we'll go back to the quality lap. So wait. Okay, so here we are. Here's the slow-mo. So we start braking there. Turn in about now. And we want to be all the way out here. Use almost all of the track. You want to stay out here. You want to clip this change in color of pavement. That's where you want to clip. And then apex around here. And get on throttle around there. You can be even closer to the grass. I was a bit far out. And then be careful on throttle, as you're going to be turning a lot on throttle. And use this curb right here. And you want to stay, you don't want to use too much of these curbs through the S's, because that can upset the car. So that's turn one. Then I'm going to show you, well, that's technically turn 1 and 2. Now I'm going to show you turn 3, aka the first international horseshoe, at full speed. Okay, so that was the first international horseshoe. Let's come back here. So you want to go over to the left really early so you can have a straight, wide open braking zone. You want to brake right at the 100 on the right. It's kind of hard to see on a single monitor, but like right before the grass ends over here, that'd be a good marker on a single monitor. But since I have triples, I brake right at the 100, which is over on the far right. Keep the braking zone straight. Turn in late and get a late apex. And then don't want to touch this curb. You want to go up, but use all of this pavement, and you just want to touch the end of this curb on exit. Exit's really important here because you have a long area where you're just going flat, and the next braking zone is a good overtaking zone. So exit there is really important. Now I'm going to show you the kink and the second international horseshoe all at once in full speed. Okay, so that was the kink in the second international horseshoe at full speed. Now I have just realized I forgot to put the gearing for the corners. So for turn 1, you want to use second gear. And then for the first international horseshoe you want to use first gear. Now for the kink, you want to go all the way over to the right. And there's not really much to say. It's completely flat. The first lap or two, you'll have to do a small lift, maybe, just to be safe and not die. But after that, it's easy flat. And then you want to be all the way over on the left for the second international horseshoe. Brake. I start braking right here. Oh, I was hitting the wrong button. So I braked right there, like a quarter of the way into the paved area. Down to first gear. You want to turn in a late again, as you want a late apex. There's kind of two parts to this curb. There's a rumbly first part. You don't really want to use that part, as if you do, it's too early of an apex. But you want to stay really close to this second part of the curb, as if you go out too early, you'll go out into the grass. And then you want to use all of this exit curb and cut back to the outside. Alright, to the middle right away. So now I'm going to show you whatever turn this is in full speed going onto the oval. Okay. So on the exit of the second international horseshoe, you want to all go straight away over to the far right hand side of the track. You want to use all of the pavement on the right. Start braking right as the... So you want to use... Wait, let me show you better here. You want to use all of the track on the right. Start braking as soon as the pavement ends. Or as soon as the pavement starts. Start turning in at the end of this yellow curb on the right. down to second gear. Use all of the curb on the left. Get on the power nice and early, because the oval is up next, and you don't want to touch that curb on the outside. If you do, you went out too far wide, and you're gonna have to slow down trying to get the car back onto the oval. And then onto the oval, you want to keep it nice and straight through here, because if you don't, you will most likely spin out. So you don't want to turn too much. And then run all the way out to the outside wall to cut back to the oval. Now you want to stay to the inside here, and then go out to the outside wall here for the bus stop. Now I'm going to show you the bus stop in full speed first, and then we'll dive deeper into it. So you want to brake right in the middle of the yellow pole and the 1 marker. You want to turn in as soon as you start braking. You want to use all of this first curb, tires all the way over on the left, down to 4th gear. Keep trailing all the way. Shift down to 3rd gear as you turn right for this. You want to use this part of the curb. As soon as you get off that curb, you want to be all the way over here. Start getting on the throttle a little. You want to use all of the entry of this curb. And then use all of this curb on exit. And that's the bus stop. And then you just want to stay to the inside of the entire oval. And that's a lap of Daytona. So now I will show you the full hot lap in cockpit view. So now I will show you the hot lap in far chase cam, so you can see exactly where the car is. And I'll leave the telemetry up. So that's a lap around Daytona. That'll be it for the track guide. If you think I could go more in depth in any certain area, please let me know. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.